Shearwater have announced their Perdix 3 dive computer, an upgraded version of the Perdix 2. So from a quick glance, you won't notice any huge differences. It looks very much the same, but there are plenty of upgrades on the inside. Physically, it's the same size and dimensions and everything and same style, so you can use a lot of your previous customizations, like the cases that you put over the top of it. You can use the same straps and all that kind of stuff. That stays the same, but inside it has a better screen and like smarter insides with their programming. The main upgrades from the previous versions, I'm not going to go over all of the stats because you probably know them already, so I'm just going to focus mainly on the upgrades from the previous versions. So the main ones are the 4 times higher resolution on a larger, brighter AMOLED display. For improved visibility in all conditions, it's just a nicer screen compared to the previous version, which had like an LCD with an LED backlight. 6 times faster Bluetooth connectivity for quicker dive log downloads and firmware updates, plus enhanced data security features. I don't know if this is a huge point of fact for most people. I've never had people like trying to hijack my Bluetooth data or anything, but you can add like pin numbers and stuff to it as well. But the Bluetooth is going to be a lot faster. The new big layout, you've got 3 layouts now. You've got recreational, you've got big and technical layouts, but the big layout allows users to switch between like standard font sizes and giant fonts, a bit more akin to their Peregrine screen, for like the easiest viewing experience for any Shearwater computer ever. That's a nice way that you can, because they're really aiming this as the one and only dive computer that you ever need. You can literally buy it as an open water student, use that big screen so you can see all the information, and then if a few years down the road you end up in tech, you can still use the Perdix 3 because it's got all the technical diving features inside. You can just kind of change it so that it displays the information that you need. And I've also seen word of a free diving mode, which is new to the large screen model. The menus, the updated user interface now shows the previous and next menu titles for easier navigation. They've been trying to focus on that user interface just to make it a bit more intuitive. Touchwood, I've never had a huge issue with it, but now they've just made it that little bit easier. More flexible home screen configurations. Divers can also choose from 14 screen color settings, creating thousands of possible combinations to optimize data visibility and basically personalize your diver experience. Security enhancements, this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Encrypted firmware and optional PIN codes to protect unauthorized log viewing and Bluetooth connections. Security on my dive computer has never been a huge issue, but it may be for some people. Minimum dive time is quite a cool setting. You can set a dive time threshold so that dives under this time, so very short dives, if you've like, I don't know, dropped your watch or something, and you're just diving down to get it, they're not logged, so you don't like rack up all these logs. More for professional divers and that kind of stuff who are in and out of the water constantly and want to keep a more accurate dive log number. So yeah, you can just say, oh, okay, unless the dive is like 10 minutes long or 20 minutes, whatever your threshold, don't log it as a dive. 3 completely independent setting sets can be saved. This is quite a cool feature, and you can switch between those 3 like profiles as such. So if you're regularly switching between different types of dives where you want different settings, so if you want like different gradient factors or something, or like different things, you don't want to fiddle with every single setting each time you switch between those different types of dives, you can set up profiles as such, which is cool. And surface gradient factor delta +5 indicates how your surface gradient factor would change if you stayed at your current depth for 5 more minutes. So now, if you already have a Perdix 2, or even the original Perdix, those upgrades are probably not enough to justify a shiny new computer unless you've had a particularly rough day and you deserve to treat yourself. But it is nice to see that Shearwater are constantly evolving their range. I have seen a price online of $1,295. which is a touch more than the previous version. It's not ridiculously more expensive, and the previous version will probably hold its price for a little while. No confirmed dates for availability yet, just a lot of like coming soon and pre-orders on certain Shearwater dealer websites. As soon as I can get my hands on one, I shall, and I'll show it to you wonderful people so you can have a look around. But what do you think? The Perdix has long been a popular choice for a large screen rec tech computer. Now it has a nicer screen and still has that AA battery, which is always a huge selling point for me because the battery is usually the first thing to go. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you for watching, and of course, safe diving.